All right, peace, love, and light. This is just going to be a random tarot reading. I don't know what it is, but let's go ahead and see what's going on. If you want to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot, all of that information is, as always, in the description below. So go ahead and check that out by clicking the title. And while you're there, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. We are going to shuffle up our cards and say our prayer, and then we shall begin. So, dear the divine God, our Holy Father, Yahweh, and our angels, thank you for being the highest form of good in our lives, for keeping our heads on straight and straying us away from negativity as best as possible. And thank you to the angels for the assistance they have brought today and assistance they'll bring during this reading. Right now, I'm asking that you guys bless and protect this space, as well as the viewers, and myself, to ground us in our energy, Lord, so that way we know what messages to receive, and to gift us the keen discernment to know what to do with the knowledge received as well. Please grant us please grant us the ability to keep our personal opinion and bias to the side if you so choose, the strength to continue on, and the clarity needed to focus. And anything else that you deem worthy for this reading, please allow us to be the vessels to receive and deliver. Amen. Ashe. All right. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for this reading. Right out the bat, we got the Eight of Swords as the theme, probably. This is being bound and going with the flow. Backed by the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Someone has to keep their word. I keep hearing that. Someone has to keep their word. And it's like the word is, you have to keep your word and you have to keep quiet about it. It's some type of hush-hush, some type of secret, some type of don't tell situation going on here. We got the Hangman with the Strength card in the reverse. This is being suspended. Yeah, somebody definitely has to keep their word. They're kept tight within it, and they can't say anything about it. And with this Strength card, that's not your strong suit here, because the Strength card is in the reverse. It's not your strong suit to keep your word, to keep your mouth closed. You're one that tells everyone. You are one that can't really keep a secret. But it's this situation where you have to keep a secret. You have to keep a secret. The Fool card comes out. I like the way that landed too. It's perfect with the Four of Wands. This is a new situation for you. And you really cannot keep your word. But this is a new situation for you that's creating a bond with someone. If you keep your word with somebody, you will have this bond. And you guys will grow closer, and you guys will have a tighter bond than it was before. This is a bonding type situation. So you really have to keep your word, because they are trusting in you. And you have to keep your mouth closed, because they are really trusting in you. You guys are bonding closer together through this type of experience. So please keep your word, and please keep your mouth closed. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse with the Two of Wands in the reverse. This is spiritually bypassing with the Five of Pentacles. Not being accepted. I feel like if you don't keep your word, you will be, it's somebody not paying attention to the fact that if they don't keep their word, they will be unaccepted. They will be removed. The relationship will be broken if you guys do not keep your word. This is a very important secret. This is a very important secret that you must keep And you must keep your word on it that you won't tell anybody or you won't let somebody else know. Whatever the situation may be, it's very, very, very important that you keep your word. It's very, very, very important that you keep your bond. I feel like a lot of the time somebody does not keep their bond or keep their word, and it leads them to being unaccepted in a lot of experiences or situation, and it's because of betrayal. It's because of betrayal, and it's because of a lack of trust. You are creating, I feel like you be creating a lot of situations where you do not trust, where a lot of people do not trust you, and you create these situations by running your mouth, by telling everybody's business, by being the gossip queen or the gossip king, however that resonates for you. But you are the gossip person, and you're not keeping everyone's business to yourself, or not allowing, well, it's not really not allowing, but you're not keeping everyone's business a secret. And that creates a lot of unaccepted situations where you're unaccepted in, because nobody can trust you. So you really have to keep your word on this one. You got the 6 of Pentacles with the Page of Swords at the middle of the deck, backed by the 5 of Wands. I noticed the card flipped over, or at least I think I did. Nope. All cards are, nope, here it is. The Ace of Wands in the reverse. Got the 6 of Pentacles. This is sharing is not the route to go. Sharing causes conflict. Yep. Some of you guys, you are not accepted because a lot of people can't trust you because you're always telling everyone's business. And it's like you're the first, you bring it up out of nowhere, and you bring it up out of thin air. You just are the first to always tell somebody's business, and it comes out of nowhere. You tell it like a spur of the moment or a spur of the thought situation. You cannot hold water, and someone is trying to someone is trusting you to hold water. So this is a very hard experience for you to go through, and you are kept and bound. This relationship must be very valuable to you because you're wanting to hold the water this time, or you guys are tired of breaking trust and not being accepted by everybody, so you're trying to do a new thing, which is keep your mouth closed and hold that water. The 2 of Pentacles is one or two of those situations. You are juggling, indulging in that secret and talking about it. You are a gossip king or gossip queen. And the Bible speaks against gossip because it causes a lot of distrust. It causes a lot of bad situations to happen. It causes a downfall of the reputation. It causes a lot of harm to someone. So the Bible speaks against gossip, and gossip is not a good thing to do because you do harm someone's reputation, you harm their trust, you harm the bond that you guys are connected within. Sorry, excuse me, I had to burp. You harm a lot of things when you gossip, so it's best to not indulge in gossip. And you're really thinking about not indulging in gossip and not sharing in gossip, and you're juggling this situation. But what you need to look at is, why is it beneficial for you to gossip? That's the thing here. What are the benefits that you get from gossip? What are the benefits that you get from gossip? I feel like I need one more card. Five of Wands. Something about this latter half of the deck is irritating me. One of these cards wants to come out. And it's this Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. So the King of Pentacles wanted to show what are the benefits that we get from gossiping. You got the High Priestess in the reverse, the Seven of Wands, the Chariot, the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. It makes us feel good within ourselves. The benefits of gossip, it makes us feel good within ourselves. It makes us feel good about our lives. We have obtained a lot of physical things from such as joy and laughter. Well, not really physical, but internal. Well, if physical expressions, we obtain joy, we obtain laughter, we obtain a lot of emotional benefits from this situation that provide a lot of physical benefits, such as joy and laughter and happiness. But you get a lot of joy and laughter from from the experience of gossip. The Seven of Wands. You like to be in a protective state of defense against other people. You are one that likes to argue. You are one that likes to argue. You are one that likes to defend yourself. You are one that likes to stand up. It's the experience after that it puts you in when you gossip about somebody and then you are confronted about it and you have to defend yourself. You have to really stand up. I feel a bit of a low self-esteem within this situation because you are creating experiences for you to defend yourself. Like you have to present yourself somehow, some way, and it's something that you really want to get your point across with, especially with this High Priestess card in the reverse. It's something that you really want to get your point across with. This also makes you feel empowered, and it helps you move forward in life. And you like the fact that what you gossip about is not what you go through. So it provides a lot of benefits internally. The reason why you gossip is because you like to be set apart and you like to be noticed as different. So if you can gossip about somebody else's situation and the downfalls that they are going through or the problems or issues that they are in and you aren't having any, it builds your self-esteem and it makes you feel better. It makes you feel better, but it puts you at odds with other people and it breaks trust. And is it really worth losing the relationships that you have, this self-esteem? So now I really want to go into a separate reading and pull on why do we have this self-esteem issue. And I know a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that, but it does have to do with self-esteem, because why are you creating situations where you have to defend yourself in that make you feel better or make you feel more like, why are you creating pride within the self because you want to feel better than the next person? You want to feel like you're on some type of pedestal, like you are higher than others. You want to feel like you are higher than others for some reason. So why is that? I got to pull out these cards for that. Why is that? See if one of these cards flipped over. I don't see anything. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. You want to feel taken care of. And you've been the only one to take care of yourself. And you are prideful because of the care that you take of yourself. And it's this rooted in anger because no one is showing you the love that you show to others. No one is showing you the love that you show to others. So you had to stand up for yourself and you had to take care of yourself. And really, you just want to voice that and fill that out. So I highly recommend that you guys get a journal and you really talk about why, what, and how you take care of yourself. And it's really the why you take care of yourself that you really need to talk about. You really want to vent and get this situation out that you feel untaken care of by other people. You don't feel it's a certain, it's just care that you're looking for. And you've been the one caring for yourself. So it's produced a bit of pride in your life, especially with this Five of Wands. It's produced, and then the Nine of Wands backing it is another standpoint here. It's produced a bit of pride in your life because of the standpoint of you are the one doing for you what needs to be done. So because you're doing that, you feel entitled to receive something back from life. Like you want to be rewarded for the things that you are doing, and no one is acknowledging the fact that you have been doing good taking care of yourself, and you have been being okay and doing right by taking care of yourself, and no one is acknowledging that. So because no one is acknowledging that, you're subconsciously creating situations where you can bring up how better you are doing than someone else, so that way people can acknowledge that you have been doing good in life. And that's your method and your technique and your tactic in order for you to be recognized for taking care of yourself. You want to be rewarded. And in overall energy, if no one is rewarding or acknowledging you, I highly recommend that you look towards God. You look towards God to reward you for taking care of yourself. You look towards God to reward you because He is standing there with open arms waiting for you to acknowledge Him. And once you look towards God for that care and that love and that acknowledgement and that recognition, and it's really the recognition that you are seeking. Once you look towards God for that recognition that you are seeking, you can find release and relief, happiness and pleasure. And you can find this thought that you want to have. And the thought that you want to have is, I am cared for. But the thing is, since you are cared for, and this is something that God is bestowing upon me to tell you, since you are cared for, since you are caring for yourself, you are cared for. So you can begin to say that to yourself in order for you to recognize it and acknowledge it and feel acknowledged and recognized, because you just need to reward yourself for the things that you have been doing. And that'll release you from even wanting to gossip and put yourself on a pedestal or be higher than somebody, because you just want to be acknowledged for the care that you have been giving yourself, for the things that you have done. And this is not a situation of like, oh, I did a spiritual cleansing today, so I need to be rewarded for that. This is the situations of like when you needed a shoulder to cry on, you were there for yourself. This is a situation of like when you were at rock bottom, you picked yourself up and you kept on pushing through. It's also the fact that when you were at rock bottom, you didn't receive any help. And that's what's creating the pride overall, is that no one was there to help you when you were at rock bottom. So when you picked yourself up and you kept on pushing and you kept on going and you got yourself back to where you needed to be at in order for you to feel good, you wanted acknowledgement. And what it really is you wanted acknowledgement at rock bottom. You wanted acknowledgement at rock bottom. And because you wanted that acknowledgement at rock bottom but didn't receive it, it's created a wound inside of you. And you are hurt from not being acknowledged and recognized and helped. You just want help in life. And you want that help to come from somebody else. But God put you in this situation and he let you go through this to build up a strength inside of you and also a resilience inside of you. So that way, if you ever come back to that space, you can bounce back and you can get back up and you can do what needs to be done in order for you to have that quality life that you had before or that you are seeking now. He needed to build this strength inside of you for what you are about to go through. And it's for what you are about to go through, because you are going to make a mistake in your near future. You're in, it's like a almost distant but near future. You're going to make a mistake, and that mistake is going to leave you at rock bottom, and you're going to need to strap your boots on and pull yourself back up, because it's not that no one is there for you. It's no one is going to help you in the way that you need to be helped. But anytime that we are in a situation where it's like, okay, I need to be helped like this, you are the one that needs to do it. You are the one that needs to help yourself. If you could get okay with being alone, if you could find peace and a strength and a happiness within your solitude, then you will be okay with life overall. You don't need somebody for everything in your life. You don't need somebody when you're at rock bottom. The only thing you need is yourself. And of course, you need God. That's the only two things that you need in life, and Jesus as well. That's it. That is it in life. Those are the only three things you need: yourself, God, and Jesus. Those are the only three things you need. And having those things will create a solid foundation inside of you. If you could connect to God and Jesus and just talk to them on a daily basis, just say hello, get a journal and write letters to them and vent, it will create such a solid foundation inside of you that you won't even worry about anybody else's business or anybody else's situations that are going on in life. If you could just create this solid foundation inside of you by having a relationship with God and Jesus, you will be fine. You will be ultimately fine. And I'm not trying to preach from a Christian way of like, oh my God, they are the things that everybody need, and they are the ones that are amazing, and they're the best things in existence. No, this is from truth. That if you could create this relationship with you, and the beneficial thing of having a relationship with God and Jesus is they are the ones that create experiences to happen. They're the ones that make things go into flow. They're the ones that make things right and make things correct. So if you can create a relationship, a good relationship with the people that make experiences happen, what do you think would happen for you? What do you think would happen for you by you just saying hello and venting about your problems? You don't even have to see how they're doing throughout the day. You don't even have to see what the hell is going on in their life. And then it's like when you have that relationship, they're going to get you to focus on you so much that all of this gossip and worrying about someone else's life is going to quiet down a lot. Another thing that I have to say is that you want to be helped. You want to be acknowledged whenever you hit rock bottom. You want that help and you want that recognition. You want that care to come. But if you are going around gossiping, you are breaking a lot of relationships that can help you at rock bottom. So is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? You have to look at the experience of gossiping versus not gossiping. And you have to see if all of the situations that come with those experiences are worth it or not. Make you a pros and cons list of what will happen if you gossip, and see which one is best to do based off of the majority of what you have on a pro or a con. From gossiping and not gossiping, you need 2 lists. You need 2 lists. So that's all that I have for you, is you just need to build first. You need to make that pros and cons list in order for you to see, is it worth it gossiping or not gossiping? You need to also have an affirmation of I take care of myself. Well, you need an affirmation of I am taken care of. And this affirmation needs to get you to recognize that you take care of yourself, so you are cared for. But if you open up that doorway to God, I'm trying to tell you, you open up that doorway to God, you will be taken care of on another level. And I am a living testimony of it, baby. I would not be sitting in this house right now if it wasn't for God taking care of me. I would not have the job that I have if it wasn't for God taking care of me. I would not have the money in my pocket that I have if it wasn't for God taking care of me. You need to be taken. You need to open up that doorway and start a relationship with God and allow Him to take care of you, so that way you can feel what is missing inside of your life. In order for you to fill this void, you need to open up your arms. You need to open up that doorway to God. Just say hello. Just vent. That's what I started off doing. I just started off venting. And as I was venting, a lot of my problems started to be taken care of. A lot of the things that were happening in my life started to be solved and started to be fixed. And all I did was vent and tell Him how I felt about the situation. And He hopped right to it and got a lot of things done and helped me in the way that I needed to be helped. I am a living testimony of God's care. I am a living testimony of God's care. So you need to tap in with God. You need to tap in with Jesus. You need to tap in with Yahweh. I haven't started my relationship with Jesus yet, but I am starting to begin one. So we're going to see where that goes in my life. But I am a living testimony of God's care, baby. He will take care of you in the way that you need to be taken care of. And I feel like you're in this situation because this is an opportunity to open up. This is an opportunity, and the door is open for this relationship to begin with Yahweh. This door is open for this relationship to begin with God. So He's sitting there with open arms, and He's sitting there ready and waiting for you to acknowledge Him. As soon as you acknowledge Him in your life, He's coming through that doorway, and He's coming to help you. So just say hello. Get a journal and vent if you need to. And also, you guys need to get that journal, and you need to vent out. And vent it to God. That's an even better thing, is vent it out to God. Say, hello, God. I've been taking care of myself, and this is how I feel, and this is why I've been taking care of myself, and this is what I've been doing, and this is how it's been going. And if I could have this situation, then I would feel like this, and if I could have that situation, then I would feel like that. That is how your journal needs to go. That is how your journal entry needs to go, in order for you to recognize within yourself that you are taken care of, because you take care of yourself. In order for you to feel better about the experience that you are in, you need to acknowledge and recognize yourself for all of the things that you are doing, and stop seeking it from someone else. And that will build up the ultimate strength inside of you that will get you to be so imbalanced in your life that you will be okay with any experience that comes to you, and you will watch how this want to gossip fades away from you. So that's all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot, all of that information is, as always, in the description below. So go ahead and check that out by clicking the title. And while you're there, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Peace, love, and light. And as always, be great.